Welcome to this video. I'm going to try and make it super quick of just a demonstration of what to expect if you order or have one of my running contact mats and how to use it. Two main reasons why I made this mat was to counteract two problems: the slipperiness of the surface of some mats and also using tape to secure. So using tape to secure, if it's wet or damp, it doesn't stick, it just falls off. And also the other problem I had with it is if you put it along the top or anywhere really where the dogs could have their paw into contact with it, if they landed on that rather than the mat, potentially, especially if it was slightly damp, they could slip out to the side, and then obviously that could lead to some problems. The second reason is the slipperiness of a mat. So what I tried to stop was when using rubber mats that I've used in the past, they were a very smooth surface. So although it was okay for a straight line, whenever we were asking for tight or loose turns on the mat, the dogs would almost be a bit cautious about going on it, because if they really went for it, they would touch it, and as they were pushing off to change directions, it would slightly, they not slip, but they wouldn't get the purchase beneath them of what they needed to feel confident to hit that area. So that's why I've made it a granulated texture, as we'll see in a minute. So putting the mat on and off is super easy, and I'll just give you a quick tour. So I've got 3 buckles below it to secure it. As you can see, you've got the rubber surface on one side, and then here we have 3 straps attached to the back of it. It's also rubber backed because it helps the glue bind to it, but also then it gives a little bit of hopefully grip on the contact area as well. The straps here are industrial sewn on, so they won't be coming off, they're not glued on, and we have a buckle release system below. So all you do is put the mat where you require it, then I buckle up like so and tighten as needed. Now the third strap here, depending on your type of dog walk, you might not necessarily need this one. So if your dog walk sits really flush to the ground and it gets in the way, you can either just put the buckles out of the way or cut those buckles off. Or the straps off. You only need the 2 top ones really to hold it in position. The third one is just in case, I don't know, people change directions top to bottom or whatever. But if your dog walk sits really flush to the ground, cut that one off. You don't need it, just use the top 2. And that's it, we're good to go. We have 4 colours available: yellow, purple, pink and blue. These are the only colours we have at the moment. So here's just some examples of what you're likely to see from your mat. So as you can see, you've got the blue surface here, and it is granulated. Next along the pink, purple and then yellow. So you can see, of course, I'm not a professional glue or rubber granule maker, so there might be some slight, what people might say, imperfections. So there might be like the odd bumpy bit, or there might be the odd bit which has got more glue on one side than the other. So for instance, let's have a look around the side here. You can see it's slightly thicker with the glue there compared to other areas. However, this won't affect the contact performance at all when it's sat on the dog walk. That few extra millimeters will make no difference. In fact, it will just make your mat last slightly longer. So as you can see, the idea is hopefully it is slightly rough, and there are some slight grooves and dents into the areas, because this is only going to help the dog have more traction while on the dog walk itself.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video on my running contact mats.